Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? Well, today Miss V is here to do an update on her weight loss journey. Today is November the 23rd, and I started my weight loss journey on November the 15th. At that time, on November the 15th, I was weighing 274 pounds. 267 pounds. November 23rd. Today I'm down to 267 pounds. Now, that lets me know that my metabolism has really slowed down. Because normally by now, what I've been eating, just meat and vegetables, I would have dropped in maybe at least 20 pounds by now. But I have not. So it's going at a snail's pace, but that's okay. Because I know this weight didn't come on me overnight. So it's not like I'm running a sprint. I know this is a marathon and it's going to take time. So, I just wanted to come on and give everybody an update of my weight loss journey. I've been eating mostly meat and vegetables, and I have not touched, nibbled, sniffed anything that's not on my program. And when I say my program, it's what I've decided to eat for myself on this journey. Because many people would say, well, you shouldn't eat pork or something like that when you're trying to lose weight. Well, Miss V is going to eat pork because she likes pork, but I'm not going to eat pork that has a lot of fat on it. I'm going to eat lean pork. Because you see, no one can tell you how to eat or what to eat. That's something that you have to make it up in your own mind. And a lot of time people, they want to give you a lot of advice on what to do. But most people that are heavy or overweight, especially when they're in the 3 digits where I was and seem to be wanting to head back in that direction, we already know what to eat to be healthy. That's not the problem, as to knowing what to eat to be healthy or to lose weight. Our problem is to dealing with those urges and dealing with the sensations and the bad habits that we have from eating. You see, when you in the 3 digits, 300 and above, that's a whole different world. If you have not been there and you have not walked in those shoes, you don't understand. You see, when you 300 and above, you dealing with a whole lot of different things. You got a whole lot of different cravings and different urges, different things that's going on that you would not even understand. Some people tell you, oh, I understand, but they really don't understand unless they have walked in those shoes. And you see, I've gotten down under 300 pounds. So when somebody over 300 pounds talk to me about their weight, I understand because I've been there. Because I have been almost 400 pounds, because my heaviest weight was 372 whole pounds. And then when I had weight loss surgery, the day that I had the weight loss surgery in 2014, I weighed in at 334 pounds. So my highest was 372. I lost weight to get that surgery done. I got down to 334. So after my surgery, my weight loss journey at that time, I got down from 334 to 218 pounds. So you see, since 218 pounds was my lowest, even after the surgery, I never got to the point where I wanted to have the skin removal. Because my doctor told me that under 200 pounds would be a good spot where I could go and have the skin removal. So I never even got to that point, because that's one of the downfalls of losing a lot of weight and being so large. You have a lot of excess skin, especially when you get older and you lose a lot of weight. Sometimes younger people, their skin will tighten up better. But as you get older and you lose a lot of weight, you have to deal with that skin. So in this journey this time, hopefully, if this system lasts, I want to get to the point under 200 pounds so that I can have that skin removed. That was my lowest weight, 218 pounds. Mind you, Miss V only stayed at 218 pounds for one split second, okay? And I went up. My weight, it balanced out from that 218 pounds. But after my weight loss surgery, I stayed between maybe 225 and 235. That was my balanced weight from 2014, the year 2014, until this year. My weight balanced. But during this pandemic, I have been constantly gaining weight. I've been gaining weight. I had gained some weight before the pandemic, but since the pandemic started, honey, I've been trying to eat my way through the pandemic. Just being bored, I guess, sometimes, and not being mobile the way you used to be and going, you know, it causes you to nibble and eat more. But one thing I'm really happy about is that I have not lost all of my good habits that I obtained. And one good tool that I have, that I still have, is the fact that I had the surgery. You see, my stomach was probably cut down half the size. So my stomach is still cut down. Even if it's stretched a little, it's not stretched that much. Because I can't eat a whole big plate of food, but the problem is I've been nibbling. So see that nibbling on stuff all in between meals, that's what really gets you in trouble, and nibbling on the wrong thing. And then I have been drinking a lot of drinks with sugar in it. So you see, sometimes you can drink just as many calories as you can eat. So I've cut all of that out. The only thing I'm drinking now during this journey is mainly water. And maybe sometime in the evening, I might drink a glass of Crystal Light after my dinner. And that's all that I've been drinking. Unless I have problem with leg cramps. And I do have problem with leg cramps. And sometimes I may drink a Gatorade for that. But since I've been on this journey, I have not had any problems with leg cramps. But you know, sometimes people want to tell you what to do, what to eat, what to buy when you're trying to lose weight. We really don't need that. When you 300 and above pounds, you already know what to do. And sometimes, really, people 300 pounds and above, unless they ask you, they probably really don't want to hear what you have to say when it comes to what they need to eat or what they need to do. Because if somebody tell me to cook my vegetables in bouillon, Miss V not doing that. Because Miss V not going to eat no vegetables just cooked in bouillons. You see, when you're dealing with someone that's 300 pounds and above or have been, and they got those habits, they have to do things totally differently. And they know how they have to do it. But they have to eat stuff that they're going to enjoy and it's going to taste good. And sometimes you see, when you're overweight to the degree that I have been, sometimes it's not even a fact that you be hungry all the time. And sometimes we find ourselves maybe eating stuff that we don't even particularly like because it's just that habit. You see, I have been in a position where I have been cooking dinner, making a sandwich on the side to eat, to hold me over until I get to my dinner. Those were bad habits. You see, because the sandwich itself was a meal. So you see, that's a lot of things like that people in the 300s and above, they have to deal with. You know, I'm talking about 300 and above because people that's 25, 50, even 75 pounds overweight, you have no idea what it is to be 100 pounds plus overweight, 100, 200, 300 pounds overweight. It's a whole new different world for you. And it's not a pleasant world because don't nobody just want to be that heavy. You see, you don't know what kind of skeletons those people got in the closet or what kind of luggage they're carrying around every day in their lives. Because you think about somebody that's weighing that much, it's some kind of trauma or something that has gone on. It's people in life have gone through so much. Because like me, myself, I love food. I love to eat. I love to cook. I love my cooking. Like a lot of people say they don't like their cooking. No, I love my cooking. I can sit back and think about food, what I want and how I want it to taste. And I can pretty much go in that kitchen and make it taste the way I want it to taste. And you see, that's a problem. It's a real problem when you love your own cooking and you can sit back and just think about it in your mind what you want. And you see, it's so hard to really get a handle on it, because when you're eating and you love food, just like most people 300 and above, it really becomes an addiction. It's an addiction just as much as alcohol and drugs is an addiction. The only thing with this addiction, you have to eat. That's the problem. You see, you can live in life and go through your whole life without alcohol or drugs, but food, you got to eat. Everybody got to eat. So you see, it's hard for you to have to still take in your addiction, although you're addicted. And you know, some people probably would argue that point, and that's neither here nor there. That's where everything here is in Ms. V's opinion. This is what I truly believe. And talking to other friends that are overweight too, and some of us, we have the same habits. So you see, don't look at people and think so bad of them all the time. When you see somebody that's overweight and you think, oh, they need to do this or they need to do that, they need to just lose weight. It's not about just losing weight. You see, they have to get rid of the emotional baggage first before they can lose weight, because you don't know what people are going through or have gone through in their life. You don't know what kind of trauma that they've dealt with in their life that has caused them to be overweight. Because like me, I eat when I'm happy, I eat when I'm sad. The only time I stopped eating is when my father died. Now, when my father died, I was dropping like 30 pounds in 2 weeks. That's the only time I stopped eating. Any other time, there was one other time that I did lose weight and I stopped eating. I was sick when I was about 17 years old, 16, 17. I had a horrible ear infection and I stopped eating. I had no desire for food. And I think during that time, I probably went down to about 167, 68, somewhere around in there. But hardly ever no other time. Even when I was 13 years old, I weighed 213 pounds. So you see, I was always that little thick girl. But even when I was 213 pounds, no one ever knew, because I didn't look like I weighed 213 pounds. People would say, oh my goodness, I'm surprised you don't look like you weigh 213. But I did. But you see, people couldn't tell because I guess I carried it well, but I could tell because I've never wanted to be heavy or overweight. So it has really been a struggle. So I really thank God, though, that I have not picked up all of the bad habits that I had, because I remember there was a time I would jump up at night. It could be 10, 11 o'clock. If I got a craving, honey, I would jump up and go satisfy that craving. If I wanted to go and get donuts 11 o'clock at night, I would leave my house at night and go and get those donuts. But you see, that's something that I would not do now. I'm not leaving my house at night or any time for a craving. I have learned to do without. I remember I used to have to always go to a fast food restaurant to pick up something. I might go through there now, but I'm mainly going through there for my 6-year-old foster child. So there are a lot of good habits that I still have maintained through this weight gain during the pandemic. But understand, when you're dealing with somebody that's overweight, especially in the 3 digits, think about what they want. Ask them, what can you do to help if you want to help them? Don't start throwing out suggestions to them, because they probably don't want your suggestions. If they're going to lose weight, they're going to have to do it on their terms. They can't do what's satisfying to your taste buds, because when somebody's so heavy, their taste buds are really strong and they have a whole different taste for food and everything. Food does something totally different to them and to me. So you see, you can't give out all that advice if it's not warranted from that person. So just remember that when you deal with somebody that's overweight, if then you know that they're trying to lose weight, don't start throwing out a whole lot of advice to them, because they really don't want it. They probably have pretty much made up in their mind how they're going to do it and what they want to do. And understand, it's not no easy task, because they got a whole lot of baggage probably too that they're carrying. So that's mainly what they need to do. They need to get rid of that baggage, the trauma in their life, that pain that's going on inside of them. Not saying that all of them have had pain, but some people, they're dealing with a lot of baggage. So sometimes they need to get rid of that first and deal with it, and then perhaps they can lose weight. Because you see, food is a comforter. It becomes your confidant. It becomes your partner. It's like it's always there. It never fails you. It doesn't talk back. It's always available food, and it comforts you. So you see, that food, it means a lot to a person that's 300 plus. They go to food usually for everything. It comforts them. You see, I have lived 300 pounds plus. So if someone came to me to talk to me about their weight, you see, I'm a person that they could talk to because I have lived that. Many people that's under 200 pounds or 250 pounds, they can say that they know how you feel when you're 300 pounds plus, but really you have no idea how that person feels when they weigh 300 plus pounds. It's a whole different world. You see, if they want to talk to me, I can relate because I've been there. Because I think about myself right now, even before I had the weight loss surgery, I was making up in my mind what I wanted and what I had to do. And a lot of times people say, well, you had weight loss surgery. That was easy. There's nothing easy about having weight loss surgery. When you have surgery, somebody cut your stomach open, that's major surgery for one thing. And you see, after you have the surgery, you still have to go through the same thing as someone that didn't get the surgery have to go through. And that is, you have to still control your appetite and your eating and what you eat. So you still have to learn that. You still have to learn all of those good habits. The weight loss surgery is only a tool. So you still have to go through the same thing as other people as you lose weight. You see, in the beginning, I was never over 300 pounds. I didn't go over 300 pounds until after I had my son. I had my son in 1990. So now, 2021, here I am. So from 1990, when I had my son, to 2014, I traveled all the way up to 372 pounds. Like I said, the day that I had the surgery, I was 334 pounds. So you see, that was a whole lot of weight right there. What's helping me so much right now to stay on this journey is that same feeling I have for food, that craving. I'm having that same craving now to lose this weight. Because you see, it's like I've touched it. I know how it feels. I know what it looked like. And I want it back. So that craving to lose this weight is so strong because I've always loved fashion. I love beautiful clothes, shoes. I love makeup. So you see, when I lost down, I was able to go in the store and buy clothes off the rack. And that was something that I wasn't able to do so much when I was 372 pounds. So you see, I've tasted and I've experienced being smaller. Because even when I was down into like in my 220s, 230s, I didn't look like I was 220 or 230. I looked like I weighed less than that. So you see, I've experienced that life too, and that's why I'm craving. I've got to have it back if life lasts me. That's what I want to do. But you understand, some people that's above 300 pounds, they have never experienced being smaller. And although they haven't experienced being smaller, most of them, they desire to lose weight. But it's not an easy task just to lose weight. It's easier said than done. So for me, in my life, I have chose to get the weight off, to get it off again anyway, because I don't feel good with this weight on me. I felt a lot better when I lost weight. Because you know, before I lost this weight, a lot of times, you know, you think you're sick or something's wrong with you. And a lot of times you really don't be sick. It's that weight that's weighing on you, making you feel bad. Because that weight, it hurts every part of your body. You think about that. Because I remember a doctor a long time ago, he told me that I got like a size 12 frame. But at that time I was carrying like a size 26 body on it. So that's a lot of weight to carry on a size 12 frame. So you know, I just wanted to come on and talk to everyone and let you know what was going on with me, and also give people that's trying to lose weight or want to lose weight, I want them to be encouraged and let them know that you can do it. You just have to really put your mind to it and plan, because I have found that when you don't make plans for what you're doing, a lot of times you'll fail. And that comes along with your eating too. So anyone out there trying to lose weight like myself, I make sure that my meals are planned. But I know to lose this weight, I've got to be consistent. So if you really want to lose weight, make sure that you have what you are going to be eating on your plan. Have it in your house, what you're going to do. And remember, others, stop giving all of your advice, because people already know what they want to do and how they're going to do it. Because see, your advice is for your taste buds. It's not for theirs. But I just want to say those little words and talk to everybody, let you know what's going on in my life. So I just want to thank everybody for coming over to my channel and watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And I will be back with other videos updating you on my weight loss journey, because I know January the 8th, I believe, is a date major for me to see how much I lose by January the 8th. But surely I won't be off this journey January the 8th. But that's one of my major dates, is January the 8th. But I'll be giving updates between then and now. Okay? All right then. So thank you so much for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. And if you would, that you see that little button right there? Right down there. That subscribe button. If you would, please smash that subscribe button for me. Do that for me, okay? And put on your post notification, so when I drop a video, you'll know it and you'll be the first one to see it, okay? All right, well, thank you guys so much. I really enjoyed you, and I appreciate you coming over watching my videos so much. And you have a good day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.